That is a sport mech from Furrion Exobionics, and I'm going to learn how to pilot it.
We have liftoff.
Hey guys, I'm here at an undisclosed training test site with Jonathan Tibbett, the co-founder and chief test pilot of the Prosthesis Racing Mech. These guys have been developing this mech for over a decade and are the only ones to have achieved a fully pilot-controlled walking mech at this massive scale. In fact, it might be the only mech of this size to have any kind of real functional legs. And as you know, we've been working on our Aliens power loader build, and we've actually been chatting with Furrion for the past year. They've given us advice on our build, and we thought, what better way to learn more about hydraulic mechs than to pilot a fully built one? Ever since that conversation, I've been sitting in anticipation to try their one-of-a-kind mech piloting experience.
This is Prosthesis the Anti-Robot. It is the world's first purpose-built sports mech, and it's our flagship prototype in our quest to create a global mech racing league.
And I'm going to learn how to pilot it.
Yes, sir. You're one of our pioneer mech pilot trainees. You are the first person who is not a world-level elite athlete to strap in and take the full 3-day crash course.
So no pressure.
No pressure.
All right. So it's a little intimidating. Where do we start?
Okay, we've actually broken down the process of mech pilot training into 7 easy lessons.
All right, so 7 lessons that I can walk.
Yeah. Lesson 1, you gotta get in the mech. This is where you learn how to climb onto the machine properly, slither your way in, and connect to the interface. Lesson 2, push-ups.
Pretty good at those.
Yeah, it's basically like being in the gym except in a 9,000-pound mech suit. Lesson number 3, standing up. This is when you combine your front leg push-ups and your back leg push-ups to actually raise the whole machine. This is when liftoff happens. Lesson 4, falling over. That's inevitably what comes after learning how to stand up.
And I can't flip it?
We have never flipped the machine. We'll be making a point of keeping the pumps at a low enough power level that it would be virtually impossible for you to flip the machine. Lesson number 5 we call tripoding. That's when you learn to stand on 3 legs and lift 1 leg. Lesson number 6 is stepping. It's a combination of tripoding and falling without actually falling over. And then lesson number 7, you tie it all together, walking, where you start tying step after step.
Easy.
Yeah. You are now the heart of the machine.
I feel like it.
The machine is completely motionless without the pilot inside. Pilot closes the control loop of the whole machine. Equally, you can't move until the machine is powered on, so you are locked in there. So your arms control the outside legs of the machine, and your legs control the inside legs of the machine. Well, now that you're in the mech, you're ready for lesson 2, which is push-ups. And in order to do a front push-up, you're gonna just straighten your knees, and that will extend these front legs here and push you over backwards. Power it up. Just the knees, James, just the knees. Good.
Feel a little tippy. Come back down.
All the way, full extension.
I'm not gonna fall over?
Nope. Now nice and easy back down. And now as you get more comfortable, you can go a little quicker. You've totally got that under your belt. So now we're gonna move you to doing back leg push-ups. Smooth. That was fantastic. Smooth, stable, in control. That was great. Standing, lesson number 3, is just a combination of front leg push-ups and back leg push-ups. We have liftoff. The man is standing in a mech. That was great.
Do that again.
That was great. Standing like you were born to.
As you know, I'm a busy guy. When I'm not making projects, videos, or managing my business, or driving giant hydraulic mechs, I like to keep my brain active and learn new things. But who has time to read a whole book these days? This video has been sponsored by Blinkist, and I've been using it for the past year. It condenses over 3,000 nonfiction books into just 15-minute insights that you can read or listen to podcast style. Plus, if you like what you read, you can also get full-length audiobooks at 65% off retail as a Blinkist Premium member. I've been reading a lot of self-help books lately because I always want to be better to do better. Simon Sinek's Start With Why offers amazing insight into why you should be in business. And spoiler, it's never about the money. The first 100 people to check out Blinkist.com/thehacksmith are going to get unlimited access for 1 week to try it out, completely free. You'll also get 25% off if you want the full membership.
So the next step is falling over. Now the way we induce falling over is through a balancing exercise called chassis rolls. So you'll stand up, roll the machine forward.
I'm keeping my legs and arms straight.
Yeah.
But I am moving my hips and shoulders.
Exactly.
All right, I am in the air.
That's it. That's it.
I feel like an elephant.
Like that's how I train all the way up to balancing on two legs. You just bring your legs closer, 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 and you start to make the machine more and more dynamic.
I did it.
You did it. Nice. See, it's totally different when you flip the legs, hey?
Yeah. It's interesting, fighting the instability.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing better than most. Here we go, you're on to lesson 5, all in day 1, which is spectacular. So you'll start by just standing up, and then shift your weight around using your newfound skills until you feel the weight unloading from this one, and you'll feel it in the exo frame. It'll start to feel like lighter. And eventually you'll be able to lift it up. And then you'll be tripoding. All right, the mech is yours, James.
Yeah.
£1,000. So you gotta bend your knee to lift that foot. There you go. Perfect. What we've learned is that you have to pull the pilot out before they wear out. Let's quit while we're ahead, let that knowledge sink in overnight and come back and continue tomorrow.
Awesome.
All right, so today we're moving on to lesson 5, James. This is tripoding. You sort of started getting that way when you were working on falling yesterday in lesson 4. You've been a pretty quick study so far. So we're gonna move you straight from tripoding to dynamic tripoding, which is when you have 2 legs splayed in one direction on one side and then the other direction on the other side. So you're in like this running man pose. Find out which way the machine wants to lean and lean into it, and then try and lift the one leg that's unweighted.
Might be getting ahead of myself.
I think so. Once you get that teeter-tottering effect, the step naturally comes out of it.
It's supposed to be tripoding, but I just started stepping.
We might need a bigger space for you.
Do we have a bigger space?
Oh, you got the whole ranch. Okay, so you basically just blazed right through lesson 5, tripoding into dynamic tripoding, and now you're stepping. Lesson 6 is supposed to be stepping.
Yeah. It just felt natural. I just wanted to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically in the middle of transitioning from step 6 to step 7, which is walking.
Okay.
So, rock and roll.
That was a fall?
That was a good old fall. Nice! Dude, that was awesome. You had a full 4-foot slope. That's 2 legit steps.
So which left leg should I bring forwards?
I think you want to bring your outside leg forward. You're looking a little imposing at the moment.
What did you say?
Nothing, sir, nothing.
Too big of a step. That was freaking awesome. I took some steps. You didn't tell me to, but it felt right, and I just...
You just blasted right through tripoding, took a step, and now you're sort of on your way to linking steps together. Like, you've totally picked up on the fact that the leg that's farthest behind you is the next one to go. This is part of our quest to figure out what makes a mech pilot, and I think the Hacksmith makes a mech pilot.
Let's get walking.
Yeah, man. You got another day and a half. We'll have you gorilla stepping.
Ooh.
All right, Jaymes, this is it. This is the culmination of everything that you have been training up to so far. This is the holy grail. This is step 7, walking. This is what you came here for. Arm, arm, leg, leg. Arm, arm, leg, leg. It's not so much you need instruction, you just need practice. Like, you're moving from sort of Padawan trainee into like mech athlete.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, this isn't bad at all. I get my balance back.
Woo! Yes.
All right, I think I'm gonna walk this back to Ontario.
Okay, we'll see you there.
Maybe not. I'll still need some practice, I think.
Hey, you're still making progress.
All right, that was freaking awesome. Like, this thing looks amazing on video, but actually in person, it's so massive, it's so powerful, and when you're inside, it's ridiculous, because you got the inner exoskeleton that's translating your movements into the machine's movements, and you're moving around an 8,500 pound piece of this amazing engineering. It's freaking phenomenal.
I'm curious to know, how do your expectations for what you had coming into this experience compare to what you have coming out of it? And how do the skills that you thought would be helpful compare to the skills that actually were helpful?
All right. Coming in, I thought it was going to be difficult. I was a little concerned about being able to get a full walk in, but I managed to do it with only a few face plants. So I'm pretty happy about that. Having background as an engineer and being around hydraulic excavators and forklifts and bobcats definitely helped boost my confidence a little bit with operating such a big piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And then I think the other big key for me was I'm an ex-gymnast, rock climber. I work out quite a bit, and to be honest, like, it's not a walk in the park in there. Like, you actually you gotta move your body to move the machine. I think having a bit of strength really helped being able to push through some of those awkward positions where you're like really fighting the center of gravity of the mech as you're trying to get back into a position where you can continue walking from.
There's nothing like it on earth, man. I'm so glad we got you out here to give it a go.
And I can basically walk now. I still stumble a little bit, but I think a little more practice and I'll be off to the racing league.
Absolutely. The Hacksmith team will be the first team in the league. I mean, you made better progress than pretty much anyone we've strapped into, although you did have the accelerated program over 4 days, so you had a bit of an advantage.
It's only going to get better now that you're training more and more pilots.
Well, exactly, and we're actually launching a crowdfunding campaign in August to let people join the Alpha Pilot program and become one of the pioneers who shapes the sport and learns what it's like to pilot a mech as one of our first batch of pilots.
Awesome, you guys heard it here first. Make sure to check out the link in the description below to figure out how you can pilot this mech.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What?
Your official mech pilot's
No
license.
way!
Yeah, that is the first ever officially issued Alpha class mech pilot's license. Jaymes, you are now a part of history.
That's freaking awesome.
So you are the only other person on the planet to have one of these, Jaymes.
All right, so this was probably one of my best experiences of my life, which is saying something. I've done a lot of cool If you guys want a chance to become a mech pilot yourself and learn how to pilot this thing, make sure you check out that crowdfunding campaign. There are links in the description below. We're gonna make this into a racing league.